This is Cam Kelly. Welcome to another Devil Talk. Not just any Devil Talk. This would appear to be the final Devil Talk of season 2011-2012.
And you know how best to sort of give that a final conclusion, Cam?
Go on.
Kaboom is in the room.
Kaboom! What happened to Boom Boom? He's just... It's kaboom!
Things just explode in your face.
Get serious.
Tweet it.
Tweet it now.
Tweet it.
Remember, this is a public show.
Come on, I'd love that. At Max Beerbrier, I've just exploded in someone's face. Come
My
on,
goodness.
I think your follows would go up. Right, joined by Brent Pope.
Kaboom.
Kaboom. And joined by Max Kaboom Boom 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 Beerbrier.
Things are booming, sounds like.
Things are booming.
They
Things are booming.
They're on the boom.
We are looking forward to this weekend. We'll get on to... do you think now, before people lose interest in the rest of this, because no doubt we're bound to get boring within about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So do you want to give out... Brent, what's your Twitter address?
Brent Pope 04.
So, at Brent Pope 04. Max, it's...
At Beerbrier23.
At Beerbrier23. There you go. Let's hope we get at least 3 or 4 more followers.
We're 4 seconds away from boring.
Wait. 2, 1. We've just hit dull.
It just
hit dull territory.
Kaboom.
We've just hit dull territory. Now would be a great time to start talking about the weather.
We just bottomed out.
Now, hold on a minute, because just something that I would like to quickly refer to from Wednesday night, there was a big Cardiff Devils dinner at St David's Hotel in Cardiff where G referred to Max Kaboom Boom 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 Beerbrier as bench coach. I mean, have you sort of adopted that title now?
I don't know. Sounds like
You're
it.
constant. You are every
like
game. You're down there on the bench, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not getting paid for it, but I feel like I should be doing something because since I'm not playing and still getting paid, thankfully, by the Devils and bringing something to the table, basically. And if that's what it is, then that's be it for now for the rest of the season.
How do the rest of your teammates who usually play with you on the ice take to you? Do you order them around? Do you well, not order them around?
I try to. They seem to respond and they listen to what I have to say, but I'm pretty sure behind my back they just say, "Oh, who is this guy? What is he trying to say?" But listen, if they can listen to one thing out of 10 and one advice out of 10, that's better than nothing.
I have to give you all due credit for actually being down there, because have you ever been mid-game to the toilets down near where the players... I mean, it stinks.
Right behind the benches?
Right behind
or
the
one
benches.
over there by
Right
the
behind the
disabled
benches.
toilets?
That's what hard work smells like. You wouldn't know about it, would you? Sitting in a studio.
I am about to take my seat, actually. I am
Smells
about to...
like victory.
I can only hope you don't talk to the other players like that, because I'm feeling deflated now.
Oh,
we
need to get you in the locker room, but
We'll carry on.
But you probably won't survive there because it smells so bad.
Oh, I probably would. I think what we're trying to do here is discuss smells to keep away from the dull zone.
Yes.
But let's go into play and let's go into this weekend. Obviously, it's going to be a massive one as the Devils travel to Coventry on Saturday and then hopefully come back with a nice victory to go in on aggregate on Sunday at home in the Bay.
When we talk about going to Coventry, and quickly on the topic of smells,
Yes.
I remember walking into the Chicago Rock Cafe and I got punched in the face by an odor that was enough to make you want to pass.
Hurdle. Yeah.
But we are in Coventry.
Yes.
I've said this before, but it just sticks with me. That's the thing about smell. It just stays with you. It's like muscle memory.
Someone throw him a line. Just rescue yourself by taking
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
Listen,
What you're trying to say is when you think of Coventry,
I think
you
of that
think
smell. I think of that particular smell. It smelled like the caves down in Nottingham underground. They smell like ammonia, man.
You know, next season, can we have a Devil Talk email address? Because this is the ideal time to go, why don't you let us know what your favourite smell is? And we'll discuss it next week. On to not what Coventry smells like, but what they play like and what we're expecting from this weekend. Maxi, we'll go to you first on that one. Away first on Saturday.
as you know, the teams that finished next to each other in the standings, it's 4 and 5.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any closer a setup to a 50-50 matchup really, and the lineups are pretty similar. A lot of injuries on both sides. It's basically executing and not being selfish and not making mistakes. For us to win both legs, it's going to have to be playing pretty much perfect mistake-free hockey. And that's what we've been working on all week in practice.
Also, there is a lot of hostility between both teams.
There
So
always
is-
been a lot of hostilities. Both teams play hard, and both rinks are probably one of the smallest rinks in the league, and that's why you get a little bit more physical hockey, even over there.
Yeah.
Not just at home when we play on a small ice, we usually get physical.
So in this case, would it take more willpower from all the players involved not to get into pointless fights in such important games, which could have them...
Exactly. I mean, the actual fights in playoffs, they don't come into play too much. But then again, if something really bad happens, to a little guy, or the bigger guys have to jump in. That's just common sense. But to go looking for fights or looking for huge hits that possibly get you 2 minutes, 5 minutes, perhaps 10, or get kicked out of the game, that's not probably a good thing to do with the short lineup that we have now.
Yeah, I don't think any team wants to open up too much, Cam, in particularly in a 6-period hockey game. And, you make a big mistake or have a 5-minute major for doing something above and beyond what you need to do in order to get a job done. And you totally expose your team to probably, the game changing completely in their favor. So it's just about, as Max says, the small things. You can't be thinking about everything that you do that, it's all going to add up to the final total of your output, because you've just got to play your game. But you also know that when you're thinking, I want to make a little extra move or do something additional, you've got to pick your time and place in order for that to be effective and productive.
If things don't go the way that the Cardiff Devils hope on Saturday night, how detrimental will that be to their performance on Sunday?
What's detrimental, Cam?
Not only a lesson in smells, but also English.
That's why I come here, Cam.
Well, you're always welcome. So, will they go in really negatively on the Sunday, or will they go in with more to prove?
Will that put us on the back foot?
Obviously, going to put us in the... We're definitely not going to Coventry thinking we're going to lose by 1 or 2 and then win it at home. We go into Coventry trying to win and then hopefully come home. But again, 1 or 2, 3 goal deficit is not the end of the world, because we play well at home and we're confident. So it's a 6-period game, as opposed to 2 games, and it's a bit different.
I'm really interested in this weekend, obviously as a hockey person, but obviously involved with the Devils in management, because I think you're going to find out the guys that can maybe sharpen their pencil a little bit, or really turn the screw appropriately in a disciplined way to be as effective as possible. And if you could sort of have any measuring sort of ratio of guys, bring it when you need to bring it, it's this weekend.
So that's this weekend. If all goes well, then it's through to the finals in Nottingham, which will be, by all accounts, from fans and players, that's quite a blowout weekend, isn't it? It's a great weekend.
It's the finale. It's the showcase for our sport at the Elite League level in the UK, and it's kind of a double-edged sword. We are very confident, or we are very proud of the fact that we get there every year, but we haven't been able to win it yet. So,
right.
Often you go in there with great expectations and then maybe get heavily disappointed. This weekend will sort of point an indication as to where we think we're going to end up when we get to that final weekend, if we do.
From halfway through the season, I think the Cardiff Devils have been considered the underdogs based on the amount of players out with injury. So it's always nice to go into these contests and competitions as the underdogs, really, isn't it? Also, as far as you're concerned, next season, Maxi, can we expect you back fighting fit at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working out and skating and trying to actually make myself available to play. I mean, most likely 99.9, if not 100%, I won't be playing till the end of this year, but I'm looking forward to next one, and I'm feeling great. I mean, if things work out like the doctors say, there's no reason why I should be 100%, if not be in best shape of my life, because I had a lot of time to get prepared. I have 9 months to prepare for the next season. So I'm pretty excited about it, actually, now that I'm all fixed up and ready to go, and that's sort of a fresh start.
Playing and getting on the ice is like a bit of an addiction for you, so it must be really hard at the moment.
It is. When you don't play, when you having type of injuries where you can't even work out in the gym or even go on the ice, you have the excess energy, as I call it, sort of like a hockey energy. You need to release it into something, and you can't. But you just have to find a way to release it, and I found a way.
I'm sure.
And
I
now I'm happy and back on the ice.
It's 5 times I've heard the word release in this particular segment, and in ice hockey terms, it's turnover is the official sort of term for the release that Maxi's referring to in that instance.
And on that kaboom, we'll leave Devil Talk for this season. And after this particular Devil Talk, I'm not entirely sure whether we'll be back next season. But if we
Possibly.
are, I will look forward to it. I'm sure you'll have a kaboom enjoyable time up until you get back on the ice, Maxi. As far as you're concerned, Brent, thank you, and I'll see you again next season.
We certainly will.
I'm very excited. Thanks for the lesson in English, please. Thanks. Please, thanks.
Please, thanks. It's obviously not working.
Thank you very much.
This has been Devil Talk for season 2011-2012.